I don't agree with the social norm, and that's the point. I think we've been sold a version of life that works for some people, but definitely not everybody. Go to school, get a safe job, work your way up. Buy more stuff, try not to offend anybody, wait for the weekend, wait for vacation, wait for retirement. And somewhere in between all the waiting, we're supposed to call it living. I don't think there's anything wrong with choosing a normal life. I just think there's something dangerous about choosing it without ever questioning whether it's actually the life you want. So today I'm going to give you some of my opinions that probably go against the social norm. You might agree with me. You might think I'm completely wrong. Good. That's the point. I don't think a safe job is always safe. We're taught that entrepreneurship is risky. Starting a business is risky. Creating content is risky. Trying to make money online is risky. But you know what else is risky? Depending on one company for 100% of your income. One paycheck, one employer, and there's also one decision somebody else makes in a conference room that you weren't invited to. A traditional job can be a great thing. I'm not against working. I'm against believing employment automatically equals security. I would rather learn how to create, learn how to sell, learn how to market, learn how to build an audience, learn how to turn a skill into income. Because even if one business fails, the skills stay with me. That's my version of security. Not knowing that one paycheck is coming. Knowing I can figure out how to create another one. Secondly, I don't think you need to pick one thing. This one drives people crazy. Just focus on one thing. Why? Why can't a woodworker learn social media? Why can't a creator learn affiliate marketing? Why can't somebody sell digital products and physical products? Make YouTube videos, build a Facebook following, use TikTok, and experiment with completely different income streams. People call it being distracted. I call it building an ecosystem. Obviously, you can't do everything at once. You need priorities. But I don't believe you have to stay in one box your entire life, because that's what people expect. My woodworking can create products. Those projects create videos. Those videos can create an audience. That audience can create affiliate opportunities. Those opportunities can fund better equipment. Better equipment creates better products. Everything's starting to feed everything else. That's not being scared. That's stacking. Number 3. I don't think failure is something to be embarrassed about. People hide a failure like it's some kind of disease. A business doesn't work, delete the post. An idea flops, pretend it never happened. A video gets 27 views, suddenly you're questioning your entire existence. I look at it differently. I think failure is tuition. You paid for information. Sometimes you pay with money. Sometimes it's just time. Sometimes it costs you embarrassment. Sometimes it's all three of those things. But now you know something you didn't know before. I'd rather have 10 failed experiments and one winner than spend 10 years wondering whether an idea would have worked. The people actually building things usually have a graveyard of bad ideas behind them. You don't just see those. You see the winner. And number 4, I don't think everybody needs to understand your goals. This took me far too long to understand. You tell somebody you're trying to build something big. Sometimes you expect them to be excited. They're not. They're going to question it. They laugh. They tell you to be realistic. And eventually you realize something. They don't have to understand it. It's not their goal. I've become a lot more comfortable keeping certain wins private. Keeping certain plans private. Building without announcing every move. You don't need unanimous approval to change your life. Sometimes the best thing you can do is stop explaining yourself and get back to work. Let people understand later. Now this is a big one. Number 5, I think social media is one of the biggest opportunities we've ever had. People say social media is a waste of time. It absolutely can be. If you're scrolling for 6 hours, but there's another side of it. You can build a Facebook page, start a YouTube channel, create TikToks, sell products, promote affiliate products, build an email list, teach a skill, document what you're learning, build a personal brand, and you can start with the phone already sitting in your pocket. That's insane when you really think about it. 20 years ago, reaching thousands of people required a lot of money. Today, hit record. Your first video might stink. Mine weren't perfect either, and even these videos aren't. But that's irrelevant. Make another, then another, then another. And you're going to keep doing this. You're not just making content, you're building distribution. And distribution is valuable. Number 6, I definitely don't think you should wait until you're an expert to start talking about this. I know that's another social norm. Who I am to talk about this. You don't have to pretend you're an expert. I'm documenting the process. If you're learning woodworking, show yourself learning woodworking. If you're building a business, show yourself building it. If you're trying to grow on YouTube, talk about what's working and what's failing. There's somebody 6 months behind you who would love to know what you've learned yesterday. You don't need to stand at the finish line yelling instructions. You can bring people along for the climb, and sometimes that's more interesting anyway. People don't just want the trophy. They want to see what it took to earn it. Number 7. I don't think money is evil. This one shouldn't be controversial. Wanting money doesn't automatically make you greedy. Money gives you options. It can buy time, it can help your family, it can fund your business. It can allow you to take chances. It can let you walk away from a situation you don't want to tolerate anymore. I'm not interested in money just so I can stare at numbers in a bank account. I'm interested in freedom. And I don't think there's anything wrong with admitting that. I want to build things I enjoy. I want those things to generate income. And then I want to use those things to make bigger and better things. Excuse me. Number 8. I don't believe you have to have everything figured out at this point. I used to think successful people had a master plan. Like that you could see 10 years into the future. I'm starting to believe most people are figuring out as they go. They just keep moving, trying something. They're learning, they're adjusting, and they're trying again. And that's basically entrepreneurship. That's content creation. That's life. You don't need to know exactly where you'll be in 5 years from now. You need to know your next move. Then make it. If it works, build on it. If it doesn't, change the plan, not the goal. And we're going to end with this last thing. Maybe the biggest opinion I have that goes against social norm is this. I don't think you should build your life around being understood by everybody else. You get one shot at this. Build the business. Start the channel. Learn the skill. Make the weird thing. Post a video nobody watches. And you're going to fail. And you're going to have to adjust. Then you're going to come back. You're going to stack those skills. You're going to stack income streams. You're going to stack experience. And you're going to keep moving. Because I'd rather spend my life finding out how far I could have gone than spend it wondering what would have happened if I had actually tried. If you disagree with anything I said, put it in the comments. Seriously. Tell me which one you disagree with the most. And if you're building something on your own, whether it's a business, a YouTube channel, a side hustle, or just a completely different life than everybody expected you, subscribe. Because that's what we're doing here. We're not waiting for the path. We're building one. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you found this valuable. Thank you.